Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to be making protein pancakes. This is going to be an awesome recipe that's got two really cool features. One, it's going to be crazy high in protein, and two, it's going to be really good for people that are working out. Now, the timing for this couldn't be better. Tomorrow I'm actually running a marathon, so not only am I showcasing you guys this meal, I'm going to be having it myself to get ready for the race tomorrow. What I'm doing here is called a carb load, but even beyond just tomorrow, this is something I usually do on the weekends to get ready for big workouts. As part of my marathon prep, I've needed a lot of carbohydrates to get through my runs, but I still want to pay attention to nutrition. I don't want my calories getting too high. This is the go-to meal I've been making to accomplish that, so let's just dive right into it. By the way, if you like this recipe, be sure to check out my volume diet playlist. I'm showing you guys meals that I use personally, not only to meet my protein goals, but to also make sure I'm getting good nutrition while maintaining a lean body mass. You could follow my exact diet to actually get lean, or if you're already lean, this is the perfect maintenance diet. So be sure to check that out. Now let's get on the ingredients. This is gonna be one of my easiest recipes to follow yet. First things first, I got the pancake mix right here. I go with the Krusties. I'm a Costco shopper. I get this for one reason only. It's insanely cheap. This bag right here, I think is $7 or $8. The price on that might change a little bit depending on when you watch this video, but I can assure you it's not going to increase by much. This stuff is super cheap. Now you might be thinking, why don't I just buy protein pancakes from the store? There's two major reasons why I don't like to do this. Reason number one, I like to have my protein be protein and my carbs be carbs. What I mean by that is I have my own protein powder, I have my own pancake mix. I'm able to control the variables myself. I can add more or less protein to this if I desire, and I can add more or less carbohydrates to this if I desire. When you buy the protein pancakes as a pre-mix, you're usually getting a lot of ingredients you might not necessarily want. On top of that, you're not in control of how much protein is in the pancakes. So oftentimes, you might find yourself with weird ratios that actually don't work out as well as you might think. When you control the variables, you control the result. Now, as a general rule, I really don't like processed foods, but not all processed foods are made equal. For what it's worth, this right here, it's basically just wheat flour. Some people refer to wheat flour as an empty calorie, but that's not exactly what it is. It's not empty calories, it's carbohydrates. It just so happens that these carbohydrates are devoid of any vitamins and minerals, but they're not an empty calorie. We're certainly putting these carbs to good use tomorrow myself for this marathon, and for you guys at home, whatever activity you're involved in, you're gonna really perform at a high level when you have this type of carbohydrate flowing through your system. So that's the pancake mix. Next, we've got unflavored whey isolate protein. I choose the Now brand. This is a tad expensive. It's around $70 for a 5-pound tub. But the thing is, this is as clean a protein as you're gonna get. It's unflavored, which makes it great for mixing it into different recipes. And the best part is, with no added ingredients, we're able to control our variables very well with this protein. A link for this is in the description of this video. You could, of course, use whatever protein you like. This is my personal favorite. It's gonna be my go-to. Now there's only going to be two more ingredients. Real simple recipe, guys. A single egg and some butter for the pan. So that you guys can know the total calories, we're going to be adding 1 cup of pancake mix. This comes out to about 400 calories. 2 scoops of protein is going to be 200 calories. A single egg is 70. And about a half tablespoon of butter to grease the pan. This in combination is going to be about 700 calories, and you're getting almost 60 of those from protein. That is an awesome deal. 60 grams of protein in one meal. It's going to make sure that you are maximizing on your protein requirements throughout the day. Well, now that we've covered the ingredients, let's get to the easy part, mixing them up. What I've got here is my mixing bowl. I'm going to start adding the ingredients. And by the way, I'm cooking this on a mini cast iron pan. I have a link for this in the bio as well. If you want one, you can get one. I really like these mini cast iron pans. This is great for making single serve pancakes, but you can also do a single serve burger on them. There's a lot of different ways to mix that up. I can't explain why, but it really does cook the pancake to perfection. And the butter on there does add a lot of flavor. Just make sure to reapply butter as you need it, otherwise it will stick. Now let's get to mixing. That right there is 1 cup of pancake mix. And I've got our first scoop of protein and our second. Now, something I like to do before I add the egg, I actually like to put water in first and get it mixed up. This makes the consistency a lot easier to mix. Plus, it lets me know what the runniness level is before the egg gets added. The egg is going to thicken things up, so we kind of want to prepare for that. Let's add that water now. Now, as far as the water goes, so instead of using a static measurement, I like to eyeball this so that I can get the consistency I'm looking for each time. Let's stir this up and we'll get ready for that egg. Now that the egg's been dropped in, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get this skillet started so that it's already warmed up by the time we drop in the pancake mix. So here I am just mixing up my batter. I got the egg in there. Now when I normally do this, I'm able to get about 6 or 7 pancakes out of this. You're going to see this ends up taking up a lot of volume on the plate. Usually what I'm doing is actually eating them while I make them, but for the purpose of this, I'll show you guys what a full stack looks like. Now as far as toppings go, if you remember me saying earlier, I like to control the variables, and I also don't like artificial sweeteners if I can avoid them. For that reason, I actually flavor my pancakes with blueberries. I'll show you guys what that looks like once we get these cooked. Now what do you say we get cooking? So while the next pancake cooks, I've got blueberries on the top layer of the already cooked pancake. As I stack these on top of each other, the warmed up pancakes are going to melt the blueberries. This is going to give me a really delicious sweet flavor without adding almost any calories. It might add 10 or 20, but it's inconsequential. All right. Well, there we have it, guys. Look at that. We ended up with 7 pancakes here. Each one is roughly 100 calories. Now imagine eating this every day. It's only 700 calories. I'm doing this for a carb load, but you could actually eat this as a daily breakfast. As long as you're physically active, you'll get incredible shape. The calories are going to be pretty low throughout the day. You're not going to be hungry for a very, very long time after eating this. For me, when I'm eating this during the week, I can very easily get to mid-lunch, sometimes even dinner time without needing another meal. And I'll have this as soon as I wake up. But even if you don't have the time for this on the weekdays, this is perfect for the weekends. Have this about an hour later, go to the gym. You're going to notice you're getting a lot more out of your workout if you've had this in the morning. Trust me. If you've enjoyed this and you want to see more about the volume diet, the whole principle is this. You want to have your protein high, carbs moderate, and then the fats low. We're making high volume meals, things that really fill up the plate, like this 7-stack pancake right here. Again, I'm not a big fan of artificial sweeteners, so I've used blueberries for flavoring. The blueberries are optional. Sometimes I don't have any flavorings at all. I just eat them as they come out. But I know some of you guys have the sweet tooth, so the blueberries are an option. Other fruits are as well, maybe strawberries are your thing. If you want to support my channel, go ahead and like this video. Also subscribe. You're going to be finding out a lot more about the volume diet over the coming months, so look forward to that. Also keep an eye out for that playlist. You're going to have all the recipes right there at your disposal. With that, guys, I got a marathon to prepare for, so I'm going to eat these, chill out, have a good day, and then bright and early at 4:30, we're getting up and heading to the venue. So take it easy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.